Welcome to tonight's episode of Roll With It. I made it back from vacation, yay! In time to do all of this fun, happy times. So, Branson was great, hot as balls. Going there in July is probably a mistake. So, although ironically, August is normally hotter, and next week is supposed to be like 10, 15 degrees cooler. So, go figure. Um, I may have lost weight, but probably not because I think I ate it all elsewhere. So, but that's neither here nor there. Tonight, I don't think we have any announcements other than previous episode went up a while ago. Next one will go up this coming Wednesday. Take a look at the channel, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and give the channel here a follow too. So we know that you like the content, but still working off of Lilith's character sheet being AWOL. We'll figure that out, and I'll ask some people that are much more intelligent.
It's in stealth mode.
No, that's actually really good. It probably rolled really, really high, and since my perception sucks as a person, I can't find it. Makes sense. I like it. But we'll have some just posting in some forums to get some assistance. Josen Files and I are not friends. JavaScripting, anything like that. No, it's not my shindig. So, if anybody knows anything, wants to tell us, hey, always willing to admit that I don't know as much as people think I do. So, but that's all really here tonight. So we'll go ahead and hop right in. We'll have a hard stop time tonight of midnight for stoppage tonight. So we'll try to hit a point either before that or right at that. So tonight's episode will be just under 3 hours. But last time we left off, the group had made their way to Arabel, although slower than anticipated, thanks to Kerr's wonderful diplomatic nature with horses. Also gave some pretty good acting lessons to one of them, since a little bit of an oversell, but that's what you get when you're working with animals. So group made their way to Arabel. Everybody, I believe, is out at the Eastgate Inn for their evening coming up. When we ended last, a couple of inquiries around the city as to where to find stuff. Kovac looking for a couple of new spell components. Lady Lilith looking for shops. Rith taking a look around for taverns, ones with maybe fighting pits involved for a little bit of amusement while their downtime. And as we ended last time, Rowan got a wonderful female visitor who delved into some of his issues that he has and was given his own little personal task to accomplish, either solo or with assistance. But that is where we ended. Everybody taking their night of rest in the Eastgate Inn. You guys come to consciousness the next day, ready to begin your first full day in the city of Arabel.
I has a question about my dream.
Yes.
She didn't tell me who she was, right?
She did not.
Would I know who she was?
You could make a religion check.
Sure.
Or, yeah, religion. No.
Mighty
No.
3.
Oh, mighty 3. That's big no.
Okay, I got no idea. Cool.
It's a mystery.
I thought you said 93. I was like, I gotta give me some of them dice.
I rolled 100. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
No, the only thing you know is that Kovac is one of her servants. So.
Well, I mean, I know some things about her, like she had feathers, like a feathery cloak thing.
Yeah,
what she looked like, but yeah.
Yeah, her dress was kind of in tatters, and her cloak had tattered ends to it that came together to look like feathers.
Yeah.
Very porcelain skin, black lips. So, yeah. As far as to who she is specifically, no.
No idea. Okay,
Right.
good to know.
Yeah. So, all right. You guys come to consciousness. Start of the day. As each person wants to get up. I'm assuming ones that are normally up around dawn are still dawn, and Lilith a little bit later.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd say maybe 8 o'clock today. A little bit earlier.
Wow. Yeah, early riser today. Holy cow.
Bigger town,
Wow.
a lot to see.
True. Got a lot to do. A lot of work to set up here.
That's right.
So, but yeah. So, yeah, you guys are up and ready to go. What would we'll get to Lilith here in a moment, but the four of you that get up a little bit earlier, what would you like to do?
I'll go have breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, me as well.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right. Starting off with
Yeah.
breakfast. Very well.
Meal of the day.
It is very important. So, all right. So you guys head downstairs. Find each other rather easily. It's probably 6:30 o'clock in the morning or so. The tavern isn't too full. About half of probably the people staying there are probably downstairs, you would estimate. Looks like a fair number of merchants that potentially want to get their day started. You'll see Darko and his crew getting their affairs in order, potentially either ready to head out or to take care of a couple things before he leaves. But yeah, other than that, you guys are able to garner some breakfast. Costs about 3 silver for a plate here in the morning. So they have a wide variety of things. They have some hot cakes, some they have some juices that are available for consumption, as well as coffee, some eggs, some sausage, a little bit of bacon here and there. So
I'll just have some eggs and bacon and sausage.
all right, pay your 3 silver, and they
I'll cover
Give you-
everybody's food.
Nope.
all right.
I just took the silver off for mine.
Put it back.
Let me put that back.
All right. So, are you taking 12 silver pieces for Kuroff, or are you putting one ahead for Lilith too?
Cover Lilith as well.
Okay, so 15 silver.
Thanks, Kirk.
Hey, no problem.
You guys managed to find a table together and can eat your breakfast either in peace or strike up a conversation.
Rowan,
Yep.
tasks for day.
What?
Task. What task?
For today?
Ah,
Whatever you want, I guess. Explore the city.
okay.
I mean, I don't really have anything I wanted to do today. I'm just gonna kind of look around.
Back at midnight.
Okay.
All right, Rhodes will keep eating then. Finish his meal.
All right. Rith goes to scarfing away like he normally does and getting ready to head out for the day.
Rowan's more like playing with his food as opposed to eating it, but like just slowly eating it at the same time.
Okay.
It's kind of deep in thought.
Sure.
Does anybody want to look into that charter?
Sure. I mean, if you're going, I'll go with you. Where do we go?
Don't we all have to sign that type of thing?
I don't know how it works. I'm not an adventurer.
I'm not exactly sure either. I suppose getting some information on it would probably be our first step.
I'm with that guy. Okay. I know his
Yep.
name. It just sounded more fun to say that guy.
I guess that's our task for the day.
Yeah, we have a task now, Rith.
Rith, I can't imagine that you'll be entertained by that. I think it's if you want to go explore the city or something, that's fine. We can meet back here later.
Rip, like.
Do you have any idea of what you might be doing in case we do need to find you?
Fighter pits.
Okay, easy enough. Well, maybe.
Okay. Are you guys heading out towards the location you need to go to then? Because you had been directed. I can't.
Who is actually? I don't remember. Was anybody carrying that letter?
Well, I know
I think Lilith is
Lilith
the one that
has it,
actually asked
right?
all the information
Yeah.
too.
Lilith
So
is
like
the
we
one
don't
that-
really know where to go.
Yeah. We might have to wait for our
Sure.
lazier
That's true.
companion.
Hey, I have in my equipment. I have a letter of introduction from the guildmaster.
Each one of you got a letter of introduction from Kivin.
Okay.
He supplied each one of you with one, so that way, in case you stuck together, you could use one. If you decided at that point, you guys had not decided if you were going to go your separate ways or if you said, we might stick together for a little while. So he provided you with a letter of recommendation for each of you.
Cool.
And then
Okay.
he said you could basically use those. They would provide you with a little bit of leeway until you decide to get a charter if certain constables would accept them. So
Okay. Well, I guess we don't need to wait for Lilith then.
I'd like to hit the
True.
bar before we head out.
Probably leave Lilith a message too. Let her know what we're doing.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
So I'll saddle up to the bar.
okay. There's a woman behind the counter right now. Looks to be in her late 20s, maybe early 30s. Just slides over. She said, "Morning, hun. What can I do for you today?"
Well, I've got two things.
Yes.
I need to leave a message for a companion that's still sleeping.
Easy
that we're
enough.
about to head out. It's
Do you know what room she's in?
no clue.
Okay.
It's a halfling woman of noble birth. Her name's Lilith. We're heading to get our charter.
okay. Okay. Type of charter, I guess, doesn't really. Are you chartering something out of the town or?
We're becoming adventurers.
Oh, an adventurers charter. Okay. Well, exciting. That sounds like wonderful time.
I'm sure my companions will enjoy it.
Good. What does your companion look like? We have quite a few halflings that pass through, and some are better dressed than others, and I don't wish to miss your companion.
All right, I'll describe Lilith to her.
Okay. All right. So you give the best description you can. She said, "Okay. I will keep that in mind."
Do we hear
Thank you.
this?
I mean, you guys are at a table. It's kind of noisy here in the morning as
Oh,
people
no.
are talking with each other. No, probably not.
Okay.
Right. She said, "Oh, and you said you had a second thing as well."
Yes. What is the strongest alcohol you carry?
Well, I mean, are you looking for like a whiskey or a rum or?
I'm not particularly interested in flavor. More its detrimental effects.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have one that's called Fire Tongue. It's brutal. I'm not gonna lie, it tastes terrible. It's called Fire Tongue for a reason, but
Okay.
it's potent. Not very expensive either. It's kind of cheap.
Is it possible to get a shot for a sample?
Oh, sure. She'll take a small little shot glass out and kind of fill it halfway to let you get a taste of it, and she slides it over towards you.
Take it out, give it a sniff, toss it back.
Okay. Yeah, you smell. I mean, it's pretty harsh. Whew, it goes down, and I mean, you yeah, you kind of cough there for a second as it like just clears out your sinuses, and burns going down. But as far as like compared to some other shots of whiskey you have, I mean, it starts to warm you up pretty good. Like it's potent.
Is it is it possible to get a couple bottles of that?
You said a couple bottles?
Well, let's make it a few.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not hard to get. We have quite a few in storage. I mean, if you're wanting a few, I can get you a few. Yes.
Sure.
I yeah, okay. I'm not one to tell someone what to do. She'll come back and go down the shelf a little bit and open up one of the cupboards and pull out a very nondescript brown bottle with just a simple label on there. Just says Fire Tongue. And she sets them down the bottle. She's like, yeah, if you're wanting, I can get you 3 bottles here for 12 gold.
Sure.
Okay. She'll pass them over. She'll say, just a heads up, they don't look too favorably on public intoxication here, so exercise caution.
Well, I will try.
Okay.
That was 12?
12 gold. Yep. And as soon as you scribble up the note for Lilith, she will take it, and she pulls out like a little envelope and just kind of seals it in there, writes Lady Lilith on the front, and say, anything else?
I know, that'll do me. Thank you.
Okay, well, I will go ahead and let everybody else here know what she looks like, and as soon as we see her come down, we'll pass the note along.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
So
I'll tuck the bottles into my bag and head back to the guys.
okay.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
I have no idea where we're going.
I don't think any of us really do.
Yep.
will get up and walk out.
Okay. Rith leaves.
Bye, buddy.
I was told I wasn't needed. for this.
You just hear Rowan behind you. Bye, buddy.
I wave and say, leave.
Okay.
I guess we should go figure out where we need to go.
There has to be someone we can ask. Like
The
a
guard?
guard? Yeah.
Could ask at the gate, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right. So you guys head out into the morning, going towards the east gate again. Head
Yeah.
back into the city. All right. Rith, you head out, and it's starting to pick. It's not that busy outside, but the trading coster that has its warehouses that face directly towards the front door of the. Is everybody on the map, by the way? I can't remember. If I
Yeah.
thought I put it there.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you come out right over here. You can see the trading costers warehouses over here. You see wagons being prepped for the day. Nothing necessarily being loaded, but it looks like they're getting things ready for whatever's going on. You head into the front, and the market has started to pick up, and there's quite a few people, quite a bit more people than when you came in the previous day, because everybody's just starting their business at this point. So it's a busy, it's fairly flush with people, we'll say.
I'll swing through the trading district first. For me.
The trading district. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's-
so you want to just go through the primary marketplace here?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's I'm going to there. There's a lot of different goods being sold. A lot of things that people might need for the morning: meats, fruits, vegetables, housewares, spices, traveling goods, be it like rope, and other supplies to get people onto the road. There are even some stalls that have mercenaries or guards for hire, basically. So if merchants are looking for someone to help protect their goods, they can potentially hire someone from there. Of course, see people standing around in the early morning, of course, but there's look like a couple of potentially like adventuring charters that might have a stall with a representative seated there. So anything he's looking for in particular?
Yeah, I'm looking for the alchemy sign, I guess. An alchemy place that has like potions.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I love doing that.
You did
Oh,
persuasion.
that's persuasion. Sorry.
yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. So yeah, with 18, kind of wander around the edge a little bit, and you quickly spot an alchemy shop that you believe would sell potions or tonics of some sort. So
I'll walk up to it.
okay. There's a older gnome behind the wagon, behind his stall there, kind of perched up on you would assume a box, because he's standing up much higher than you would expect a gnome to stand up. Kind of looks at you. What can I get for you?
I'll say greetings in dwarf. Dwarven.
Oh,
See if he replies back to that.
he does.
Oh, perfect.
Oh.
I don't have to practice this common thing. Good dwarf. I am looking for potions of healing.
I'm not a dwarf. I'm a gnome.
Oh, sorry. Gnome. You're all small folks.
This isn't a good start.
His scowl kind of deepens, and the crinkles that are on his brow become even like thicker.
No
One
disrespect. I like the small folk.
state your business.
I'm looking to see if I can buy some potions of healing from
Okay.
you, good sir.
Okay. All right. Let me check something real quick. Oh, where'd it go? Damn it. No, it doesn't matter. I had stuff here. All right. Here. Yep, that's not what I wanted. Roll me a. Where'd it go? Oof. Roll me a persuasion check for this guy. Kind of insulted him a few times. All right. So you try to salvage it by, saying "good sir" and standing up a little bit more upright and realizing maybe I made a mistake by calling him small folk, and I like the small folk, and oh yeah, gnomes don't like really being reminded of their height. He kind of looks down for a moment, looks back at you. Nope, don't got any.
Fair enough. I will take my leave then.
He just looks at you.
Have a good day, small folk. Walk away.
Right.
No, I'll never buy him again.
That's good. All right. Let's see.
Still uses talking in common. I don't even know how to talk in dwarven anymore.
Okay. All right. He just kind of he watches you turn and leave, and out of the corner of your eye, you see him kind of look around for a moment, and then like someone else comes up to a stall and starts shopping with him, and he seems to get engrossed in the conversation with them. So, but yeah.
I'll meander into town looking for an alchemist store.
Okay.
I'll also look for an armory or a weaponsmith.
Like a blacksmith. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, blacksmith will be easy enough for you to find. I mean, you know exactly kind of what you're looking for. Telltale signs of smoke kind of lead you to a couple of places that you believe you can end up finding one. So that'll be simple enough. The alchemy one, after finding this particular one, make an investigation check. Okay. It'll take you a little while to find an alchemy shop as you kind of meander through this area here. Kind of starting off over here. And you end up finding a shop eventually. Give me a 10% range.
Let's go 20 and above.
20 to 29?
Yeah.
Or 21 to 30?
20 to 29.
Okay. The same symbol that you saw in the marketplace, so does appear to be a different alchemy shop. This one, give you El Memo here. 1 second. This one's called the Leech. It's the one you find.
All right. I will head in.
Right. Okay, you head on in. There's a human woman behind the counter there. She looks up from whatever she's working on. She says, "Oh, good morning. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and I'll be right with you. Okay?"
I nod.
All right. She seems to be kind of pouring something in, kind of delicately, and it starts flowing through a set of tubes. And she says, "Okay, I think I can leave that there for just a moment. Good morning. Welcome to the Leech. How can I help you today?"
I looking for potion healing.
Potion of healing. Let's see here. Let me look in the back here and see if I have anything. If you want to hold on just a moment for me, okay?
Nod in my head.
All right. She will head into the back, takes a quick look around, comes back up. She says, I don't have any that are done yet. I do have a batch that are currently brewing. They probably won't be ready until maybe this afternoon, but possibly tomorrow morning. I have about 4 that are going to be finished at that point that I would have available for sale. I had another customer come in yesterday and buy most of my stock.
How much?
The potions, once they're done, would be 75 gold.
Buy 2?
Yeah, I can set aside 2 of them for you if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay. She will pull up a ledger and say, and your name?
Rith.
Rith. Okay. And she'll write it out, and she turns the ledger towards you and says, does that look correct?
Yes.
She will make another notation in there and quickly 2 potions, pick up. Well, you can check back this afternoon and see if they're available, but I'll have them here for you first thing in the morning, though.
Second morning.
Morning? Okay. Pick up in morning. And she'll say, if you would like to, you can either pay now or pay then. If you want to pay later, it would just be half up front.
Hey now.
Okay. So she will collect the 150 gold from you.
Okay.
And she'll say, all right, those will be set aside and ready for you to pick up tomorrow.
Great.
Anything else I can help you with?
No.
Okay. Well, have a nice day.
You too.
She will go back and pick up her 2 vials that she had and continue working.
Okay.
All right. So that'll take care of most of your morning, and then you can find a blacksmith.
Okay.
We can
Yep,
pick up
come back.
that for you. So Kovac, Kerr, and Rowan, you guys head out of the East Gate and head towards the inner workings there. And since you guys left a little bit later, I'd say you'd see Rith probably meandering away from the marketplace at that point, heading off into this little district here, looking around at stuff. So, you guys will see a couple of guards posted at the main gates there.
I'll walk over to one of them, or both of them if they're standing together.
Well, it's like a small. You see about 6 or 8 guards, 3 or 4 that are posted on either side of the open gates at this point. You can approach the ones on the west side of the gate you want, since that's kind of the spot you're coming from. And one of them, they kind of nod towards one of the group, and he turns around and says, "Good morning, citizen.
Hello.
How can I help you?"
I was hoping to get some directions or information, please.
I can help you with both of those, potentially.
Nice.
What information are you looking for?
We're trying to figure out where we need to go to get an adventurer's charter.
Oh, an adventurer's charter. Yeah, you would have to head to the Knight's Vigil. It's the home of the Purple Dragons here. You'd want to talk to Commander Biltram. She's typically in there early morning, so she should be there by now. If for some reason she's not, you're always able to.
What was the name of the building?
The Knight's Vigil.
The Knight's Vigil.
Yes.
Like night as in like dark, or night as in night fighter?
Night is in a Purple Dragon Knight.
Okay. And about what direction is that?
Well,
I'm not from here, obviously. This is like my second time walking through this gate.
Okay. Well, if you head, he'll say if you head south down this main thoroughfare here, he'll point behind him and just kind of motion down this direction. So if you take the main thoroughfare and just keep heading south, you'll see a couple of main roads that go off of it to the east, and then you're going to hit a major intersection. Well, you'll see to the west you should see the Citadel, which is the actual barracks for the town, the city guard, as well as many of the Purple Knights that are here. Also houses the jail. A little bit south of that you should see the palace, and then don't take that road, but take the next right that you see.
Okay.
Should enter it's fairly posh neighborhood, so you see a bit of a difference in change. And then just take a right, and you'll see a building with the Purple Dragon emblem on there, and he'll motion to one of the banners that hangs on the wall behind them. And he'll say, just look for that banner. You should see that flanking the entrance there. Should be on the south side of the road.
All right.
So go down until you see the castle and the jail. Take the next right and head down that way.
Thank you. Very much appreciated.
Of course. Good luck.
Thanks.
Anything else?
I think that's it, unless any of my friends have any questions. That looks like a no.
Okay, very well. Wish you a good day.
All right, and same to you, sir.
Thank you.
So we're gonna head south, I guess.
Okay. All right, so you guys head south into town, passing by the primary market, as well as some fairly nice buildings. You'll spot as you're going through, you'll spot a couple of temples off to the further west, kind of near the walls, you'll spot a very grand-looking cathedral-type building as well. Stands above most of the other buildings that are here. It's very, very prominent. It's actually, like I said,
Are the streets super crowded right now?
I mean, the streets are very wide, so it seems like they are designed for people to move through with ease. You do see lots of side streets that are less crowded,
Mm-hmm.
or I should say, are more crowded than these particular ones. But the main thoroughfares seem to be pretty, not sparse, but people can spread out. They can move by each other without having to worry about things. You do see carts that move through the streets as well. Some of them have smells of food coming from them. You catch the whiff of like sausage and bread and spices, and other ones you'll see other carts that are filled with goods that are possibly going up to the marketplace or maybe somewhere else. But no, I mean it's fairly easy to move amongst people here.
All right, so while we're walking, I'm gonna like guide us as far away from people as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna talk to these two.
Okay. There are, I mean, when you're going into this area is fairly well manicured. Like there's actual grass, trees, little spots that people can stop if you want to and rest. There are benches that are in places. So, I mean, if you're looking for a somewhat secluded place that's away from the people, you can find something.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do then. I'll take us like to a
so
just place off the side or
basically
something.
just kind of like end up right over here next to one of the temples, but a little bit away. So
And I'm just gonna be like, all right, I know this is not where we're going, but I need to talk to you two. One, because Kerr, you're a great friend of mine. I feel like you'll have my back no matter what. And just something tells me that I can trust you, Kovac, you know? I don't know, I'll call it like a little birdie or something.
Enough.
So last night I had a dream that felt very real. And it's hard to explain. So anyway, I open my eyes and I hear a bird. It's cawing. I look over and there's a violet light shining on the tree that the bird's in. Then the bird looks directly at me, flies to me, flies away. So I take it as you know, I should follow the bird to see where it goes. I follow the bird. I hear a flute playing. I have a strong feeling that it's this flute. I pull it out and put it back. I see a house. I go to the house. The next thing I know, I see a tall, pale woman. Her clothing is tattered to an extent. Seems like maybe feathers. No idea who she is. But she says she knows of me through an acquaintance. And I kind of glance at Kovac when I say that part. Just a little bit. Not to be like obvious, but like, you know. And then I tell them that, or I say, so basically, she gave me a mission, and I really feel like it's something I need to look into while I'm here. And I was hoping to maybe get some help from the two of you. What she said was, there was a voice in the city. They were betrayed and murdered, and it was covered up. And what I need to do is help bring it to light. And then she said to look in the shadows. Whether that means actually look in the shadows or just, areas that people may not look. I don't know. It's just I need help with this.
If you feel you need to do it, of course I'm going to help, but the dream's a little concerning. Like, I don't know what to say. It seems odd to me. That's all.
I mean, I would have to agree. It's strange. It's not normal. I mean, it's not every day you have a dream, but it just felt so real, and I feel like it's something I need to look into.
Well, you do have dreams every day. Like when you're sleeping, you have a dream. But this was like a vision.
It was a dream. It was a dream vision.
Or
We're gonna call it a drision.
Isn't he famous?
I don't know.
Who was the person telling you this? Do you have any idea who it was?
No, I don't know who she was. I just know, and then I reiterate the description again. That was a tall, pale woman, tattered cloak or whatever that looked feathery.
Would I have a pretty good idea?
Yeah. That's definitely.
Okay.
I mean, when he says "look to the shadows," I mean that
Yeah.
many times that these things actually lurk in shadows, but
Right.
there's an inference that of course you're supposed to look for.
I also didn't write it down, but I know she mentioned that someone I was with works with her too. Like, I'm not saying this out loud. This is a question for you. Did she mention him by name, or did she described him or something? I don't remember.
No, she said
she mentioned him by name. Okay. Okay.
He goes. She said he goes known to you as.
Okay.
Kovac.
Okay. I missed that part when I was writing it down, so I couldn't remember if she told me exactly who it was or whatever. But
yep, she did.
Okay.
Because she specifically said that if you were to accept and move forward, then she would expect you to help him if he requested any.
Right. Okay.
Well, dreams are a powerful thing. I'm more than willing to help you with this.
I appreciate that. Now, my other concern, I guess, would be, do I tell the other two? Or do I just keep the circle small? I don't know how everyone would feel about it.
It's your dream. It's your call. I'm not sure if you would need to tell anybody that you're not comfortable with at this point.
Yeah. It's kind of how I felt. Like, I trust Kerr with my life, and like I said, something just tells me to trust you with this the same as I trust Kerr.
I guess we could see what we're getting into first.
Especially,
and then go from there.
Also, we might need a little muscle. I mean, and he holds up his arms and does this, and it's just like a twig. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna face, but I guess the biggest thing is, like, while we're here, I definitely need help, like, trying to find what happened, or like, 3 pairs of eyes looking for this are definitely better than my 2 eyes.
Yeah.
But anyway, So the Adventurers Charter.
Now, let's take care of
Alright.
that first, and then we can.
Yep, I agree.
All right. I'm gonna stop you guys there for just a second and go to Lilith, since I don't want to get too far ahead. As you guys are making your way to Carter. So Lilith, you come to and head downstairs in the morning, and you're, I'm assuming, meandering up to the counter for breakfast after kind of scoping things out.
Yeah.
Your initial perception check, you don't see anybody that you recognize. I mean, Rith kind of stands out. Her really stands out because just a big guy. You don't spot any of those two big bodies, and so you're like, oh well, okay. Let's go get some breakfast and head up to the counter, and you're about ready to order something, and someone goes, Lilith, right?
You know of me.
Well, one of your companions came by and wanted me to provide you with this note. Said that they were heading out towards looking to obtain an adventurers charter, I believe, and they wanted me to pass this to you
Oh,
when we saw you.
okay. Well, consider the message delivered.
Fantastic.
And thank you for this. And I
Of course.
will slide her. Let's see here. I'll slide her 2 silver pieces.
Okay. She will say, "Oh well, thank you. You are most generous, Lady Lilith."
Well,
Oh,
I guess I
could
could
I
have a
get you
bite.
any food to go?
Yeah. A nice bite to eat would be fantastic. Something maybe I can carry on the way. Because
Well,
I know we're.
they did just finish baking up some muffins here. If you'd like to take one of those with you.
Oh, that would be perfect.
We have some blackberry ones, if that's sufficient.
That would work.
Fantastic. She will go ahead and she'll place one on the counter there for you, unless you want an extra one. I mean,
Oh,
for you, they're
just the
pretty
one.
big. So yeah.
Yeah.
So she sets it on there and just like puts it into a bag for you that you can take. She's like, here you are. It's still very warm. So be careful.
And how much do I owe you for that?
Actually, it was already your large friend paid for everybody already.
Oh,
So
even better.
indeed. So I hope you find your friends okay. And
I know exactly where they're heading. If hopefully they've found out how to get there.
well, I mean, if they asked anybody, I'm sure they could point them in the right direction. But the big fella didn't seem too confident in it. So
I'll probably catch them then.
okay. Oh, you have a wonderful day.
Oh, you too, and I will see you again soon because we'll
Okay.
probably be staying a few days.
Wonderful. Well, we do love repeat guests.
I
She
will bid you a good day and
Good day.
head out
All right.
as I'm munching on my muffin.
Sure. So yeah. We'll say
So I'll head to the south. I'm just gonna kind of briskly walk and munch on my breakfast. Because I already know where the night's vigil is.
sure.
So on the way down there, I'm just gonna be kind of looking for the shops, the like El Hazar's and Kamat's Crystal, just to see if I can see them when on my way down there.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
23.
Okay. So, you're keeping a real keen eye out. You don't notice the you don't notice them in the area where you're at. There are some wooden signs that seem to point you in various areas, and you do see one that points south for El Hazir's Exotica. So it seems you'll have to travel to the southern edge of town. But with that one, yeah. So as the three of you are finishing up your conversation and beginning your journey south the um, towards the night's vigil. So basically, Lilith, as you get about here, exiting the market, you'll spot Kerr kind of just towering above most of the rest of the populace. Probably, I'd say 150 to 200 yards ahead of you. They're heading south.
I'll take a short sprint.
Sure.
And try to sneak up on them.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth roll at disadvantage, since you'll be moving quick. Wow, double 19s. That's pretty good.
So 25.
25. Yeah. So you guys are heading south towards the night's vigil. You probably get about 50, 60 yards before Lilith catches up stealthily. So as you guys are, if you guys are chit-chatting at all while you're walking, or just walking in silence for the most part?
Probably just talking about whatever I see, or whatever we see, or something. Something.
Okay.
Are we playing I Spy?
Maybe.
I'll sneak up behind next to Kovac, and I'll sign in Thieves' Cant. Watch this.
Okay.
and I'll pull one of Kerr's leg hairs.
Okay. Reaches calf, which is right about chest high for you.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Kerr, you feel like a slight tug on the back of your left calf as you're walking. Feels like you tugged like one of the hairs got pinched and you pulled it, and you're like, that's weird.
I'm not gonna turn around, but I'm just gonna assume it's an animal and be like, could you stop that? I just want to be left alone today.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll do it again.
I'm kind of serious. Did you stop?
All right.
And then one more time.
Right. So I'm going to turn around, prepared to kick whatever the fuck is messing with me.
Yep. I'm going to go boo.
So there's a there's a halfling at your knees. Just
hi, Kerr.
Hello. I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out one of the bottles and uncork it.
I just wanted to mess with you a little bit.
I appreciate that.
So we're going to get the charter?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, follow me.
Okay. So you guys make your way over towards the night's vigil, which happens to put you right about here, on the corner there, just a little bit southeast of the palace. And there are a couple of guards that are positioned outside in full purple dragon regalia, standing at attention, and they greet you to come in, say, "Good day. State your business."
We are here to apply for an adventurer's charter.
Oh, very well. If you would like to step in and speak to the clerk on staff, they will alert Commander Biltram that you are here.
Very well, sir.
Please keep your weapons in their sheaths while inside.
Not a problem.
Thank you. Good day. And they will kind of step to the side. One will open the door for you and hold it as you go in. And as you come inside there, it's a little bit more ornate in here than you probably would anticipate it for being kind of like a military building. There look like trophies that are kind of positioned around the wall, taxidermied things that have been slain and mounted. You see like a manticore's head. You see a wyvern's tail that's kind of poking out of the wall, still intact for the most part. You'll see like you assume it's probably fake, but it looks kind of like a troll's head that's mounted on the wall. Or maybe it's just been cleaned out and they just had skin. Who knows? But see a troll head just sitting there. You'll see purple dragon banners that are there, several suits of armor that are well polished, in perfect condition, several pieces of weaponry that are lying around that the different knights might use, and then behind the table there, as you're coming in, there's a middle-aged man, shaved head, clean face, who's marking down in a ledger or notebook, and he's good day, welcome to the night's vigil. May I help you?
Are you Commander Biltram?
I am not. I am the clerk. If you're wishing to speak with Commander Biltram, I could certainly see if she's available. May I ask your business with her?
We would like to apply for a adventurer's charter.
Oh, very well. And do you have the requisite items for the application?
Possibly. We have letters of introduction.
Very well. If you would like to provide me with one of those, I can certainly go ahead and begin logging that. And Commander Biltram will be out shortly, and she can discuss the rest of the requirements with you.
Okay. And I'll hand him my letter out of
Okay.
my bag of holding.
So he will pull it open and look at it for a moment. Kevin, yes, fine individual, fine individual.
Good man.
Very well, indeed. Honorable, very, very good man to know. So, I will go ahead and let her know that you are here, and she will be out shortly. If you'd like to take a seat, there are some benches over there.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So he goes back, and you see him goes underneath his counter, pulls up some other pieces of parchment, and begins filling in ink and quill, very meticulous, referencing the letter that you have placed there. Another squire seems to go into the back and comes back out, and you guys had noticed, I mean, there are several guards that are positioned on the inside as well. About 5 minutes later, a woman comes out, roughly about the same height as you, Kovac. A little bit taller. So, lean, but her gait is one of intense military training, lots of confidence. She knows exactly what she's doing. And she has a just stone look across her face. She comes up. She says, I understand you are the individuals here requesting to apply for an adventurer's charter.
Yes, Commander.
Very well. I am Commander Biltram. I run the Purple Dragons here. I am in command of all Purple Dragons inside the city of Arabel, as well as the commander of the Night's Vigil here. If you would like to step into my office, I will go over the requirements necessary in order for you to complete an adventurer's charter. The clerk is currently recording your letter of recommendation from Lord Kiven, and we will discuss anything else that is necessary. If you will follow me, please. She will turn on her heels and march directly back into the door. One of the squires opens it as she approaches. She passes through. They hold it open as four of you follow in. She makes her way down the hall, and then at the end of the hall, you'll see a wooden door attached on the stone frame there that has the purple dragon's insignia kind of carved into the upper third of it, right in the center, very prominent. And as she approaches, one of the guards that's there will open the door. She follows in. You guys go in, and then as you enter in, there are about 6 seats that are sitting in there that are positioned in front of this very plain wooden desk. And then the guards enter in, flank the sides of the door, close it, and it's you, the commander, and the 2 guards that are standing there. She takes a seat behind the desk and says, "Yes, I understand you wish to become a registered adventurer's charter with the Empire, correct?"
Correct.
Okay. Are you familiar with the requirements necessary in order to establish a charter?
No.
Very well. She pulls out a piece of paper underneath and goes to reference it and says, the requirements for establishing an adventurers guild in the nation of Cormire are as such. Sponsorship by a noble of Cormire, which the letter from Lord Kiven will suffice. We will have to send a messenger bird to the city of Weymouth to confirm its authenticity. It is a requirement for each and every single group that comes through, unless their noble is in the city of Arabel itself. But I will have the clerk dispatch one. We should hear back a response from him in 2 to 3 days, depending on how quickly he responds. Next, there is 1,000 gold piece registration fee. That fee is needing to be maintained each year. It is 300 gold pieces to maintain the registration. The fee is due on the 1-year anniversary from the establishment of your charter. There is a 10-day grace period, no further. If the adventuring group is not going to be in town when the registration fee or annual registration fee would be due, payment can be made in advance or be left with the adventurer's charter's home base for a purple dragon to come by and collect. Next, you will need a place of business. A charter must have a place where individuals may go if they wish to hire their services. Buildings may be either bought in the city of Arabel or another major city in the nation of Cormire, or you may rent if you so desire. If you wish for a list of locations available, the clerk does have a few that are registered with us, or you may simply acquire one on your own. Next, your group must have a name in order to be registered with us as well. That is not necessary at this point until the final registration is completed. And then finally, once your application has been submitted and approved, a mission must be completed on the local constable's board in order to prove the group has the sufficient ability to be considered an adventuring charter for the nation of Cormire.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about these requirements?
I do not at this time.
I think your mic cut out there. I can't hear you.
I do not at this time.
Nope. Still can't. Hold
I
on.
can hear him.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Can I hear anybody else?
Can you hear me?
Know.
Nope.
Hello? Hello?
Hang on.
Oh no.
It's his turn now.
Yep, his turn.
Okay, how about now?
Hey, can you hear
Alright.
us?
I can.
All right,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
I can. That was
Okay.
weird.
So, as I was saying,
Yes.
I know you got distracted, man. But I don't think we have any questions at this time. Can these, uh, say we take a mission from the constable board now? Could we do these in different order?
No, the mission is required to be completed once your application has been approved. It is the final state of the approval.
Okay.
If you are in need of funds to pay the registration fee, you can certainly look with the local constable and see if he has any jobs that he would be willing to provide you as an effort to
Unregistered.
earn your fee.
That's fair. Okay. I do, my fellows and I do appreciate your time. Um, we will start to make our arrangements, and hopefully we will see you again soon.
Very well. If you wish to stop by the clerk and obtain the application or registration form, that is what you will require to list the members of your charter, as well as the name and the location that your charter will reside in.
Okay.
And you had a list of properties?
The clerk does have some that are
Okay.
submitted to us from individuals who are interested in potentially renting out their properties in the city. Otherwise, there are
Could
boards
the
across the
property
city.
be outside the city?
It would need to just be inside of the area of influence of Arabel. Outside the city is acceptable. It would need to be of suitable condition.
Okay.
And easily accessible from the city itself. So I would urge you to either be in the city or in the immediate vicinity.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am. We will see you, clerk, on the way out.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Same to you.
She will stand and give a bow as the guards behind you move to open the door and will escort you out. So, and then she sits back down and starts perusing through some other papers that she had on her desk. So, they will lead you back out into the entrance hall where the clerk is rolling up the letter that you provided to him, and he says, here you are. I will hand that back to you. I've recorded all the information that I need from it and have dispatched another Purple Knight to make arrangements for a messenger bird to be sent to the town of Weymouth to verify its authenticity. Is there anything else that you require?
Yes. The commander said that you had a list of properties that may be available. Could we get that list, please?
Indeed. There are a couple of properties here. He will provide you with. He will pull out a piece of parchment and slide it over. It has a list of 5 places. It gives addresses. I mean, there are. It's more like the Red Cottage in the South District on street such and such. So it gives various directions in order to find them. There is one that's in the South District, which is the more wealthy district. There are 2 that are located in the North and East District, which one would be kind of like south of the slums area where you guys came in, which is more the direction that Kovac Kerr, Rowan, you guys saw Rith kind of heading towards. There's another one that's on the East District, which is kind of northwest of the true east gate, so like over in this direction. And then the other two say that they're in the southeast district. So,
Okay.
so here you are. There are, of course, other properties that either are available for sale or potentially for rent from their owners. If you wish to take a look at some of the local boards around the area and some of the community areas where some of the other marketplaces are, then you'll find message boards that people will indicate if they have properties available.
Okay. And she said that you also have the application that we list our members
Yes,
and
indeed.
our place of business
He pulls
and our
out another
name.
form and slides it over towards you. Say, this will just need to be completed when you're prepared to hand everything in.
Okay.
Might I know where you're staying presently?
We are currently staying at the East Watch Inn, just outside the walls.
Very nice establishment. If they ever serve their turkey, I would recommend partaking.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that recommendation.
Indeed. As soon as if I hear back from Lord Kiven that once he responds, I will send a message to you there. If you change where you are staying, please do let me know.
Nope.
So I don't have to attempt to chase anyone.
That sounds fair.
Thank you. I wish you a pleasant day.
And I will put that application in the bag holding.
Okay.
Head outside.
And walk out. Out.
Okay.
I will not.
You're staying in?
Yep.
Okay.
Standing awkwardly in front of this guy's desk.
Rowan, do you leave as well?
Yeah, because I probably didn't notice that he was still standing there.
Right.
I'm not very observant.
Sure. All right. So you stand there awkwardly and kind of starts marking things down, and after like a sentence, kind of looks up. Yes.
I have an odd question. I didn't want to ask the commander because of how odd the question is.
Okay.
On the form, do we have to sign our birth name?
It's the name that you wish to be called.
Okay, that works. Thank you. And I'll just turn around and like walk out.
All right. So, as you Rowan, I mean, everybody, you guys step out and kind of, you're putting the form away, and you guys look around, and Kerr's not behind you, and you're like, how did the big guy not come out? And then, if you guys are getting ready to either say or do anything before that happens, he comes out of the door.
You had to use the bathroom, didn't you?
Yep.
All right. So you guys are probably, I mean, it's still probably before 10 for you guys at this point. So.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of stuff we need to get together here.
Yeah.
Yep, wasn't expecting
that's not gonna be cheap.
Well, depending on what Rith says, and I guess we can talk to him once we get back tonight. Our first issue is going to be the funding, unless somebody's got a lot of money that we don't know about. Does somebody want to go by the constable and see if they have any local jobs we could earn that money quickly?
Well,
yeah, because
I have 981 gold on me.
Holy.
I mean, that is an option. We could split it if we want, but I have some other purchases I still need to make.
Right.
The,
I have. Yeah, I have enough where I could pay like my fifth, but I would feel more comfortable if we made more.
Yeah.
I agree with that because I was wanting to look at a few shops here in town also for some things.
Okay. Does anybody have anything they need to do, or would anybody be willing to volunteer to go take a look at jobs that are available?
Sure. Yep.
I thought about maybe like at least just scouting out some of the areas that were like the rental places.
Okay.
At least just kind of checking them out, seeing what they're like, maybe talk to the people, but not like, yep, this is what I want. Just kind of looking at them, checking them out, see what.
Perfect.
So on the way down, you said I saw signs for El Hazirs, right?
Yep, they seem to be pointing you. I mean, as you're following south, I mean, once you've seen it, you keep looking, and there are some signs for other things. Like you saw a sign for a place called the Baths, but it seems like some of the major establishments have markers that kind of push people towards them. El Hazir seems to be further south. Like
Lilith, do you have anywhere particular you need to go?
I have heard of a place called El Hazir's Exotica that
Oh,
sells magical items, and
that's
I
actually a
want to
place I need
check
to
it
go
out.
to as well. So,
Well, that sounds like a plan then,
all right.
because so we're going to the shop. You two are going to the constable board. Is that right?
I mean, we probably could. Like the two of us could probably check out the jobs and then check out the rental places.
Check out the rental places.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, who would like to go first?
They can.
All right. So, Lilith and Kovac, you guys are, you know, it's further south. I mean, when you exit the Night's Vigil, I mean, to the left, that particular road leads further south. It's one of the main roads. You could go back to the east and get the main road that goes through the center of the city. So, which way would you prefer to go?
Which the last sign that I saw, which way did it point?
It was on the main road going through town, through the center of town, and it pointed further south from there.
Like this road
Yep.
here? Okay. So I'll make a right there and go that way.
Okay. So you take a right coming out of Night's Vigil, go to back to the main road, hang another right, go further south. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys continue south. As you get a little closer, you see, and right around here, you see another sign that points you in this direction there. So you get to the main southwest road that's kind of going east and west, and there is a building that's over here that you see that has a very well painted, very well maintained sign that says El Hazir's Exotica and gift shop.
Where was that again? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Right here on the south. This one right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're on top of me.
Oh, I can't get my character now. There we go.
All right. So there are a set of doors that lead into the building.
Ooh, Kovac, I like this place already.
After you.
All right. So you're heading in?
Yes.
Okay. So you head into El Hazir's, and it is very well maintained. It is a lavish room to a certain extent. I mean, there are rugs that are on the floor. The decor in the place is just exquisite from top to bottom. polished wooden beams that are in there that are very well maintained, very dark wood, bright colors inside of bright jeweled colors inside of all of the rugs, the tapestries, the curtains. Um, like you can smell that there are incense burning in here. They're not overpowering. It's actually very light, but it's a nice fragrance to the place. There are a couple of chandeliers that hang from the ceiling that burn with dim lights, and you see there are no fires coming from them. They seem to be ever burning, much like the lights that you saw in the haunted halls. So they do appear to be magical. But as you come in, there's a young man behind the counter. Ah, welcome to El Hazir's Exotica. How may I help you this fine day?
Well, sir, uh, this is my first time coming into your establishment, and I am impressed already. I will have to say, I I'm looking for anything.
Anything. Well, this is a place that we gather the finest goods and purchase a great many things from adventurers and travelers from far and wide, providing us with the most exquisite items that would be the centerpiece of any noble's home. And judging by your appearance, I'm sure we have quite a few items here that would suit you perfectly.
You do have a keen eye. I will give you that.
And what by chance are you looking for?
Um, Something in the tune of a quiver.
Ever. Well, let me. Are you just looking for something that is very well made, ornate, detailed, and made by a master leathersmith, or are you looking for something that's perhaps more
Enchanted.
magical? Indeed.
Enchantment?
Yeah, Sandal. I'll say, well, I do have an item that would allow you to store a great number of things inside of it. He'll go over to a wall behind him and pull down this quiver that has looks like it has three compartments to it. You'll see one that holds, one that you would know that would looks like it would hold either like crossbow bolts, arrows, and then there's like another compartment that is like tied shut, but looks like it could open up to hold other things. And he'll say, "This here would hold a plethora of different projectiles ready for your beck and call." And he will pull out from um, underneath the counter, he'll pull out 3 stacks of arrows. He'll say, each one of these is 20, and he'll put them into the top, and you watch as they disappear in. And he'll say, and he just will reach his hand in and pull one out, and then he pulls another one, and then he shows it to you, and it looks empty, but he just keeps pulling them out. He'll say, that will hold at least 60 arrows ready for your command to come forth. The smaller pouch here will hold a similar number of crossbow bolts. And then this compartment here, and he will pull it open, and he'll say, this. He goes behind him and pulls a couple of seemingly well made javelins from down there. Say, this will hold. This will hold larger projectiles, javelins, hand axes, various other thrown implements, and he will just kind of slide them in. You watch as they slip up and in and just kind of disappear. Um, he puts. Gotta remember those. It he puts basically about like 5 or 6 in at a time, and they don't seem to take up any additional space. And says this would just allow you to store things much more efficiently for your travels and hide any objects you might not want prying eyes to find.
That's always a good skill.
Indeed.
And what's the price on this fine piece?
Sorry, it is actually the amount of javelins he says it can hold up to 18 of the
Wow.
javelins. So, and then yep. So, he will say each one of these compartments you may pull forth any item that you have stored in there, but the cost of this particular item is 1,000 gold pieces.
That is a fine piece, but maybe we'll think of a belt.
A belt.
I'd say I tend to carry a lot of knives. For different things, cutting different things. But sometimes, I'll have a knife that I'll have over on a tree stump that I'll want to be back in my belt. So possibly a belt that if a knife is taken out, it will return to that belt.
Well, I don't have an item that is specifically like that. Would probably have to craft such an item. Would take a number of weeks in order to accomplish such a feat, but we do have some of the finest enchanters here in the nation, if I do say so. But
okay,
I'm afraid such an item would probably well, there would be a substantial cost to it. I would have to speak with them in order to obtain how much it would be.
Okay.
But
all right, it's just a thought. So
yes, if you wish, I could certainly have them determine how much something would cost and send a missive in your direction if you would like to know.
Okay. Anything else just off the wall? We'll just say surprise me.
Okay. So you take a look around the room, and I mean, this place does have some pretty like cool looking stuff. You'll see like off in the corner as you're one of the biggest items that's there is like this wyvern skull that's been turned into a bathtub, inlaid with gold and gems, and just it looks extravagant. You'll see a gem encrusted like serving set. A very ornate longsword. Doesn't necessarily look like a wielding piece necessarily. Probably more show potentially based on the way it looks. You can't imagine it's all that wieldy necessarily. You also see a mask with an intricate but like foreign design. It doesn't look like anything you've ever really seen before. The markings and the facial features on it. Think of like a Japanese oni mask. very similar to that type of style. Uh, there's collections of books that are around that are kind of grouped together. There's a very unique looking instrument that you haven't really seen before. Um, Looks like the body of the instrument itself is probably about like 6 inches, like a 6 inch box almost, and it has a very long arm that's connected to where the tuning, the head of the neck, and it's just a 3-stringed instrument. Um, Very dark. It's very dark wood that has these landscapes that are carved into it. Landscapes that you haven't really seen yourself, with different types of trees that you're not necessarily familiar with. It's enameled and has various colors depicting the scene. It's a very beautiful instrument. He says, "Well, we have quite a few different items here that are sure to spice up anyone's room, but you strike me more as a utilitarian individual."
Yes, I'm looking for something more functional.
Very well. I have a couple of do have a couple of items here. They're in similar price ranges to the quiver that I showed you, so um, something to potentially keep in mind for yourselves. Say he pulls out a gem um, that is clear. It's not like diamond clear. It is. You can see the facets on it, but he says this here is called a gem of brightness. It is a magical item that would allow you to generate light in 3 different and equally effective ways. One, if you say a simple command word, it would simply light up an area as if you cast a daylight spell, say. So provide you with a substantial amount of light. The second use, if you say the second command word, it would fire a beam of intense light at a single individual, blinding them and stunning them and making them unaware of you. The final usage is a blinding cone of light that would potentially blind and stagger anyone within 30 feet of you. It has a 50 uses that come with the gem itself. Each one, if you're going for something that's a little bit more potent, could use an additional portion of that magical item's usage. The single light spell would simply eliminate a single charge. The ray of light would eliminate 3, and then the cone would be 5. Once it's done, it does turn into a gem that could be sold for a modest amount. These are designed to be not only utilitarian, but wonderful to look at. That particular item, if you would wish to purchase it, runs about 1,200 gold. He'll pull up a ball as well. It says this is what we call a drift globe. This particular item, once you say the command word, will for the next sorry, hold on. Yes, if you utter the command word, it emits the daylight spell itself and will continue to do so for the duration of that spell. You say another command word and it will float next to you, requiring no hands in order to move it along with you, and it will simply follow you. It will do that once, once per day.
Okay.
That particular item runs 1,100 gold. It does not lose its magical ability, you can continue to use that at each dawn when it recharges its magical energies. If you're looking for anything else, I do have an incredibly sharp dagger that has never lost its edge, as well as a very finely made shield capable of withstanding even the mightiest of blows.
Hmm.
The dagger itself runs about 2,000 gold, and then the shield is 1,750.
And you said you buy items also, correct?
We do buy the finest items from adventurers who pass through if we can potentially find it an appreciative home. Not necessarily anything of, doesn't have to be something of magical nature, just something unique.
Okay. Because we are part of a group of up and coming adventurers, and now we know where we can come to uh, grace others with our items that we find.
Indeed. I'm always in the market to find new items to potentially find homes for. Uh, we are always in the business of working for potential trade as well. So if you come across any fine items and something of our inventory catches your eye, then perhaps we can make a deal.
Okay. And how much was the quiver?
The quiver is 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold. Okay. Okay. I believe my curiosity has been sated. Govach?
Yes. Do you happen to have any sending stones?
Um, Not. Let me just check real quick. Simple enough item. I think we might have a couple in stock still. Um,
Yeah, my request might be a bit more mundane than my companions.
no, of course. I mean, magic is never mundane, my good sir. Only to the uneducated. Um, he will go into the back and let's see. Goes in the back. He comes back with a couple of uh, very plain gray stones and have some sigils on him. He's like, yes, we did have a couple in stock still. These run about 700 gold for the pair.
Gotcha. All right. And then, do you have any bags of holding?
Oh, well, yes. I mean, we do keep some of those in stock. Those run about 500 gold.
Okay. Well, that's all I really need. I will go ahead and take the pair of sending stones for now.
Very well. Um, just simply, do you have an individual you would like them to be attuned to, other than, I'm assuming, yourself?
Well, myself, yes, and I not necessarily anybody else at the moment.
Okay, very well. So just keep it on the person that you wish to speak woo, and voila. As long as you're on the same plane, hopefully you'll be able to communicate with each other.
Great.
If you're not, then I'm assuming your problems are greater than simple communication.
Right. Yeah. That's all. That's all I really need.
Very well. And did you wish me to price that belt for you?
Uh, yeah, yeah, I believe so.
Very well.
Because I
And
might have some interesting items in the future for you.
indeed, I would be more then happy to peruse anything you do come across. Where could I send this once it's completed?
Right now we're staying at the Eastwatch Inn.
Very well.
We are also looking for properties here in town to set up our business through. If you ever hear of any that come available, we would be most grateful.
Indeed. I will certainly keep an ear out for anything that does come up that would be suitable for. You said a group of adventurers, correct?
That is correct.
Very well. If I come across anything that I think would be suitable for you and your soon to be fine business, I'm sure, I will send it your way.
And if you ever have any jobs that you're looking that you need done,
I
send
will
word.
keep that in mind. Sometimes we are looking for adventurers to procure more difficult to come by components for.
That is our specialty.
Very well. I'm very excited to hear that. Perhaps we will do business soon in the future then.
Oh, I have a feeling we will be great friends.
Indeed, I can sense that about you and be a wonderful relationship, I'm certain. Until then,
So we
I
will
bid you a good
take our
day.
leave.
And he'll take the gold from you, Kovac, for the sending stones
Perfect.
and supply them to you. So,
Oh, I'll turn around real quick before I head out and say,
yes.
I don't know what made me think of this, but you don't have any rings that will heal an individual, do you?
Not on hand presently. Those are very highly sought after.
Sure.
But should something come into my possession, I can certainly let you know.
That would be great.
Very well. And your name is Kovac. Was
Kovac.
that what I heard? Okay.
Yes.
Very good. I will keep that in mind, and should something come across that I think suits your fancy, I will send you a message.
Thank you.
Indeed. Every place it goes.
Hey, I got to try.
At least you're consistent.
Right?
That's right. All right. So that anything you guys wish to say before we move on? Okay.
I've got nothing
No.
else. I'll probably just head back to the inn, I suppose.
Okay. Kerr and Rowan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's us.
Okay. So you guys exit. The constable is actually the city guard's main building is actually across the street.
Well, that makes it easy.
Yeah. So you see the city guard symbol there. You guys can make your way over that way if you'd like.
I say it's easy, but it's probably a lot like this. I wonder where we should go.
Perception check.
Then Kerr's like tap tap
It's like,
tap.
it's right over there.
Thankfully, Kerr's passive perception is enough to spot the obvious sign that's sitting there. So, all right, you guys are heading over towards to go inside then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. There are a couple of guards who are outside, and they greet you and say, "Good day. Can we help you?"
I'll nudge like elbow Rowan a little bit.
Ow. Oh. Yeah. Is the constable in? Do we actually need to talk to him specifically?
The
I don't know.
constable is in. The constable is in. Yes. Were you
May
looking?
I speak with him? Is he busy?
I don't believe so at this point. No. I haven't received any notice that he is, but yes, you may.
Cool.
We'll open the door and let you pass in.
Thanks.
So you come in, and it is basically kind of like another waiting room, very similar to the other one this one is much more simple. You see a couple of doors leading off to the left and right, and one that goes further off into the back. There is what you can see, Kerr, as you pass in. There is a large board that is on the wall directly behind you on the left, next to the door. As several, looks like pieces of parchment that are just sitting there with, I mean, there's writing on them, obviously, so you can take a look at them. There is also a female behind the counter as well that is currently filling out paperwork.
I'll tap Rowan on the shoulder and then just kind of point.
Which way did you point?
Wall behind us.
Oh, okay.
You take a look, Rowan, and then there is indeed a board that has very official looking documents that are posted there. Very nice script with a wax stamp seal at the bottom. And they seem to be a job board.
Cool. I'm gonna go talk to the girl at the desk now.
Okay.
Because I think he has to work with us on some jobs, not just us be like, I'm taking that one.
She will look up from her desk and, good morning. May I help you?
Yeah, I was hoping to speak with the constable, please.
Okay. I do believe he's briefing a couple of guards presently. Is there anything I can help you with in the interim?
Commander Biltram, I think it was, told us to speak with him about possibly getting some jobs to earn some money so that we could afford an adventurer's charter.
Oh, very well. If you... Certainly, I will, as soon as he's done with his briefing, I can certainly have him come out and speak with you. If you'd like to, in the meantime, you're free to peruse the board and see if there's anything that catches your eye while you wait.
Yeah, that sounds good. But instead, I'm just going to lean on her desk and just be like, so how's your day going?
Well, it was going fine. Just, I have some reports to fill out.
Yeah, paperwork. I always hate that kind of stuff.
She looks down at your elbow and just kind of like hugs a little bit as you're...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
All right, and then I just run over to the board.
All right. So, do you guys want to take a look at the board?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So there are a collection of you see about 12 different postings that are on there. 5 of which specifically state that they require a charter to have a certain level of experience or standing within the empire to even be taken for consideration. And when you take a look at them, some of them appear to be like, you see some of the names of the creatures or what they're asking people to do, and it's quite dangerous. So the other ones that kind of catch your eye that don't necessarily stand out, and they just seem to be open for any particular charter to undertake, is that there's one that says local criminal escape during transport, apprehension requested. Known associates are Barclay Chent, Alicia Zumasu, Emrys Barbed Pike. Known hangouts, the Pegasus and the Leg Camel. Wanted, alive. 1,500 gold pieces alive, 500 dead. Another one reads, report of goblin warbands with dire wolves and wargs near outlying farms. Return with goblin ears and animal pelts full reward, 1,000 gold pieces. Another one, bit longer. Says series of strange abductions near Hillmarch. Near Hillmarch Farms, and travelers around Immer Flow River. Potential danger as it lies near Hulak Forest, perhaps inside. Reward dependent upon missing persons returned, alive or dead. Additional reward for live capture of parties responsible, or for proof of death and neutralization of threat. I can give these to you too in like a different text if you want to have them. So
yeah, preferably.
Yep. I'll just go through them and then I can post them for you guys so you can read them. Next one says Manticore sightings near Redwoods. 3,000 gold pieces reward for proof of death and location of Manticore lair. Next one says routine Stormhorns expedition. Bounty offered for monstrous creatures' pelts or heads. Next one is reports of bandits near Knoll Pass. Reward offered by 1,000 heads trading Coster for the return of goods. Reward for bandit scalps as well, plus an additional 1,500 gold pieces. Last one says reward offered for any information about the whereabouts of the following missing women: Isabel Follin, Sophia Hiltred, and Blanche Milthorn. It doesn't specify a specific dollar amount, though. So. There you go. I posted them for you guys. So if you wish to read them, you can. But.
Okay.
And for anyone who, would, I guess, want to. Never mind. I can't put it there. Oh, no, it did work. There we go. Bah! It's in there.
Bah!
Big. It's a long list of stuff. So.
True.
There you go. So those are the jobs that you see as you're perusing through. So you guys are kind of hanging out there for probably 10 minutes or so before a small contingent of guards comes marching out from the back. And the clerk gets up from her feet, goes into the back, and then a few minutes later, an older looking man, kind of like a silver fox type style, comes out. He's got a single scar that goes like from across his forehead down his side and down his jaw. Comes out and says, I understand you're looking for potential jobs. Commander sent you my way?
Absolutely.
Very well. I am Constable Pell. If you're looking for any potential jobs, there are some that are being offered up there. The rewards that are offered are for certified or registered adventurers charters. Should anyone else complete the mission, the reward is decreased by anywhere from 25 to 50%, depending on the party that posted the job. So I would keep that in mind as you're perusing and taking a look. You will point out one, say the Stormhorns expedition is generally also reserved for more seasoned charters. Those expeditions can be quite harrowing and very dangerous. So
Fair enough. If we complete these, do we turn them into you?
yes.
Or
any reward money is provided to the guard, and then we pay that out to the charters for the completion of the task.
With the reward money reduced, is it possible for us to take on more than one?
You may. Many of these tend to be time specific.
Okay.
But if you feel that you can accomplish more than one task, you certainly may. If
When
he'll point to the Manticore one, if you choose to go after that one, I would, for example, I would probably isolate that particular instance since the Redwoods is at least a few days away.
Okay, so like one at a time. Got it.
Some of these are nearby, but I would tend to focus on one.
I noticed that there wasn't a reward posted on the last one, like an amount.
Indeed, those come from the families themselves. Their rewards are dependent upon the outcome of the investigation itself. It's something it's an ongoing investigation for us as well, but they are extending an offer to anyone who wishes to investigate on behalf of the family.
Okay.
So if you wish to investigate those matters, you certainly may. Reward would be paid directly by those particular families, and they did not wish to disclose the amount, but being as they are prominent and know people, I'm forced to post the job.
Okay. Um. All right. I'm gonna like just jot some of these down in a book.
Okay.
That way I can take it back and ask the group what they would like to work on.
So, is there anything else I can help you with? I am still have to get some of my guards assigned to different posts today.
I believe that's all that we necessarily needed to speak with you about. The only other thing we were going to do was look at places to possibly rent, for our business, but like they've given us a list of locations.
Yes, I'm afraid I wouldn't know anything about that myself, but if you do come back, if we wish to take anything, please speak with Cadet Shelby behind the counter, and she will record your group that is taking the job.
Okay. Sounds good.
Very well. Have a nice day.
You as well, sir.
We'll take off into the back again.
Before I leave, I'm going to be like, bye, Shelby.
Wait.
Oh.
Here, and I'll druid craft a rose and be like, try again.
Walk over.
Are you, like, handing it him or something, or?
Yeah, I'm going to druid craft a rose and hand it over. Be like, go.
All right, make a sleight of hand check just to see how well.
Oh, I'm very obvious about it. I'm not trying to hide it.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, I found this for you.
She will accept it. Go ahead. I guess if you wish to make a persuasion roll, you certainly may.
16.
16, not bad. Okay. Let's see here. Wow, okay. So she accepts it. She's like, thank you. I appreciate the thought. Sorry about tugging earlier, but I mean, you were on my
Yeah. I apologize for that. I just sometimes, I'm unaware.
No, it's fine.
As I lean my elbow back on her pit. No, I'm just kidding.
He's like, very funny. I appreciate a good joke, but no. I mean, when you come back, yes, let me know if there's anything you wish to take out. Certainly. And thank you for the rose. I appreciate your friend back there. His effort as well. She'll pull it up and smell it. Smells quite lovely as well. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have anything to put it in right now.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I appreciate the thought, though. Thank you very much.
Yep. Hope your day gets better.
Well, it's certainly gotten better already. Thank you. And she will kind of set it down, and she looks at like this mug that's kind of sitting over there. She kind of plops it in there. You see a little bit of like water plop out onto the desk. She's like, that'll work for now.
All right, see ya.
Goodbye. She'll wave at you, Kerr, as well.
The love triangle.
Go back to filling out her reports that she's working on. So,
Kerr, we gotta go. Come on.
Yeah, quick.
all right. So I'll come back to you now, Rith, since you were first looking for the alchemy shop, got your potions figured out. Late morning now. You said you were looking for a blacksmith.
Yeah, just looking to offload some items that I have.
Okay. So if you're looking for a blacksmith, like I said, it's fairly easy for you to find one. So you walk in, and there's a human guy behind the counter there. Looks up. Kind of looks over you. Hi.
Greetings.
What can I do for you?
Sell items.
All right. What do you got?
I'll pull out a warhammer.
Okay.
And then I'll also pull out or unhook a chainmail.
Okay. Which chainmail is this?
It's the one that has the clean on it.
The gleaming?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He will look at the chainmail and the warhammer and say, if you're looking to sell these, I mean, it's not bad. Chainmail looks to be in good shape.
Enchanted.
Enchanted? Oh, I don't deal too much with enchanted stuff. Hard to resell.
Just keeps things clean. I'll grab some dirt and just kind of sprinkle on it.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. We'll look at it. If it's magic, I'm not really interested in magic. Said, even if it's something like I don't know what that's worth. I don't know what it's good for. I'd probably look at one of the magic shops around here, see if they want it. But if you're looking to sell the warhammer, I could give you 8 gold for it.
Knowledge check on price.
Sure.
Just intelligence.
Give me I mean, you're a smith yourself, so intelligence with your proficiency bonus.
All right. So just 2 more to that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he seems to be offering, as far as like for him to resell it, he seems to be offering you a pretty fair price for it.
Okay. Agreed.
Okay. I checked at El Hazir's place or the Crystal place, whatever it's called. You want to try to sell the magic stuff. Sorry,
Located.
I just say
Location.
at El Hazir's place. I think is somewhere along the southern wall. In the rich part. Say the Crystal place. I think it's south too, but more towards the east.
Okay.
He'll point you. Say, yeah, just if you go towards the east gate and just kind of head down, follow the wall around there. I think it's on the southeast side of town.
Okay. I'll head to the El Razir then.
El Hazir's. Okay.
Yeah. Hazir. H.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
ELHAZIR. All one word.
Okay.
Okay. So you can head that direction. Make an intelligence check as you're going by, because you see if you recognize the sign. Hey, he said El Hazir, and you're like, L. I mean, sometimes that's L. Sometimes it could be something else with an EL, and you spot a sign that says El Hazir's, and you're like, I think that's it. So you spot the sign, head south, follow it, make your way all the way down there, and end up walking in. Again, very lavish place, very upper class. He will look up. Ah, good day to you, sir. It's a wonderful day outside. Welcome to El Hazir's Exotica and Gift Shop, the most splendid place in all of Arabel. How may I help you today?
Sell magic armor.
Very well. If you would like to present the item, I can certainly verify its enchantment and see if we can come to a deal.
I'll lay it out for him.
Okay. He will put on like a. He brings up to his head and just like a ring for a moment and just kind of sits there and focuses on it, and his eyes kind of flash blue for a moment. He looks. Ha! It's quite the quaint item. Simple gleaming enchantment. Cute. Not necessarily in my clientele's desire, though. It's a bit mundane, we'll say. If you're looking to part with it, I could certainly provide you with 50 gold for it.
Okay.
Very well. He will pull up a coin purse and count out 50 gold pieces and hand them over to you and say, there you are. I thank you for doing business with us, and hope you have a wonderful day.
You too.
Okay.
Oh. Looking for item.
What type of item?
Harder to hit.
Harder to hit. Are you looking to make yourself harder to hit?
Yes.
Indeed. Let me see if I have anything in our stores right now. He pulls up a ledger for himself. So I do have a ring that came into my possession not long ago that gives its wearer a certain magical shield that protects
Health
it from...
regeneration. Oh, sorry.
No, not quite. Not quite. That would be funny though. What am I looking at? I don't know. I just threw stuff on the floor. For something here. Damn it. Okay. So I do have a ring that came into my possession that would protect its wearer from harm by presenting it with a magical shield. It does make you slightly harder to hit, deflecting some of the damage that would come towards you. This particular item was quite expensive, though. Runs about 15,000 gold.
Too much.
Very well. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. I'll just head out.
Okay.
All right. Well, I got all my shopping done, so I'll actually head back to the inn so I
Okay.
can offload some of my stuff before I begin my other activities that I feel like I want to do.
Okay. So, head back to the inn, offload. Kerr and Rowan, you guys are going to check out rental properties?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Do you wish to go through each one, or do you want like a synopsis of what the costs would be?
Synopsis?
The what? Huh?
Synopsis? Like to help out with our time constraint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that good with you there too, Rowan?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a couple of places that you will go to. They do have varying costs based on where you go into. So the one that's southern part is kind of near El Hazir's. Not too far off. It's kind of off in this direction over here. The cost of that particular one, if you were looking to purchase it, is about 12,500 gold would be the purchase cost. It's not a large place necessarily. Looks like a decent sized business with a handful of back rooms, fairly large greeting room. And you see some potential in it where you could create like a gathering room where you could display some certain things. Potentially places if you guys wish to establish like bedrooms in there. Maybe like a little barracks area that you could make. But the cost, they said, if you wish to rent it, would be about 200 gold a month. So, and then beyond that, there would be the cost for people to staff it for you. So you have to have for your hired help. Could range anywhere from 50 to 100 gold pieces per month, depending on the quality of people that you want. And then there are the city guard does patrol the areas as well that you look into. So as far as like hiring specific guards, that's entirely up to each individual person. But if you wanted to hire guards specifically to watch, you certainly could. In this particular area, as you guys are walking around, I mean, in the more ritzy area, guard patrols are a little bit tighter down here. So you don't know if you'd have as much of a problem with that. And of course, it all depends on what you're keeping inside. The two that are off in this direction over here on that section of the city, those ones, the cost to purchase them, one building's about 7,500 gold, the other one's 9,000 gold. The 9,000 gold one does have some additional space to it, as well as a walled in like section of the area around it, kind of like it could be like a training area if you really wanted it to be, or just a little patio area depending on what you want to do with it. These ones you seem to get a little bit more size than you would from the one that was in the rich district or the south district. The rental for that one, if you were looking to rent, would be in between 150 to 165 gold per month. Same thing with hiring people to take care of it, the maintenance and everything. You probably could find people in this area for probably around 50 gold per month for about 5 people is what you would end up getting for that. The last two places are further north in this area over here. Those ones run about 5,000 gold and 6,500 gold to purchase. Rental is 100 gold or 115 gold per month. So those ones are in decent shape. The ones that were in the southeast district were in better shape than this particular area here, but you feel like they would be okay.
Same for hiring staff on this one, like 50 probably.
Yeah, you think so. I mean, again, all depends on quality. If you wanted to go for less quality, you could probably find people for a little that be willing to work for a little bit cheaper in this particular area. But yeah, I mean, it's all basically you kind of get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as size wise, these ones are about the same, if maybe not a little smaller than the ones that you saw in the South District that were the 7,500 and 9,000 gold.
Okay.
That's your synopsis version of the rental properties that you find immediately.
I like it.
Cool.
Okay.
Kovac and Lilith, were you guys are heading back to the inn as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say for you guys, I mean, you guys are probably there earlier, of course. So I mean, you'll see Rith come in to offload some of his stuff. He'll probably arrive. I would say, I mean, given the time frame you guys took to kind of wander around, Kerr and Rowan, if you're keeping up with Kerr, Rowan, you guys will probably make pretty decent time. But I'd say you guys probably arrive around noonish or so, maybe almost close to 1. Rith, with you having to go back down south to sell that one item, probably around noon or 12:30 is when you get in there. So
Okay.
there's probably about a half hour in between the two of them. So Kovac and Lilith, you guys see Rith come in. Do either one of you wish to stop him?
Chris,
I'll look. I'll walk over to her.
did you
Lady
find
Rose?
anything interesting?
Yes.
Good. Let's have a seat and wait for the others.
Sure. Be back.
Okay.
1 minute. I'll run back up. I'll run upstairs and offload my maul and whatever else.
Okay.
As I prep for my fight.
Fisticuffs.
My fisticuffs.
Yeah. All right.
I'll keep my short sword with me, but the maul and stuff I'll leave in the room.
Okay.
We'll just sit at a table down in the common room and wait for the others to show up so we can
Sure.
share information.
And then yeah, I'll come downstairs. I'll get lunch and sit with them.
All right. All right. So about a half hour later, you'll see Kerr and Rowan come striding in. Kerr, you'll see your other three comrades sitting at a table with Rith finishing up his lunch by that point. So
Sure.
Hi.
I wanted to thank you for the breakfast.
You're welcome.
I guess now we can kind of share the information that we've got. I mean, not only with Rith, and you guys can let us know what you found out about our the properties and the jobs.
Okay. Well, there were quite a few jobs and a couple nice properties, a couple okay properties, a couple meh properties. All of which are blah as far as I'm concerned. But I'm sure I'm sure Rowan has an opinion over them.
Actually, when I suggested outside the city, Kerr, I was actually thinking of you at that point.
I appreciate it. I kind of hate this place. Probably not for the reasons you would expect, but I kind of hate this place. So, anyways, on the jobs, there's like wanted dead or alive type poster. There was bounty on goblins, an abduction, a manticore hunt, like a monster pelt end or head fetch quest, some stopping some bandits, and some missing women to look into. And to be honest, I'm kind of drawn to the abduction and the missing women one.
I want to kill goblins.
Which one pays the most?
Well, we know what the abduction pays, but we have no idea what the missing women pays.
Although they did say that the families were well connected, so it could be a lot. Like the missing women jumps out to me. and probably the abduction.
Are the women all friends?
We didn't ask.
We could ask if we found them.
It's a pretty accurate
I,
statement.
I really want to kill the goblins. I'm for the missing women also, but I really want to kill the goblins.
But what about like you two?
Rith
Just wants to kill.
smash goblins. Searching sound boring. But willing help. Either way.
Well, I spent a lot of gold today, so I think I'm down with trying to find those lost family people in case they're rich. That would be my preference.
He did say their connections kind of forced them to put the mission up.
Which speaks money to me.
Yeah.
Rith like gold.
Okay.
Also, he suggested not taking on more than one, but we can do, others as well if they're still there.
Could we do the goblins and after we go kill goblins during the day, search during the evening, and possibly into the night for the women?
I mean, I guess that's assuming that the kill goblins is close.
Right. It is outlying farms, so it's relatively near.
I'm trying to find the goblin ones, but I need to look at this post instead of that one because I have that real tiny.
It says outlying farms, but I don't know that. My character doesn't know that.
Right.
Well, I just said that. You do know that.
Yeah,
he
now I do.
just said it.
Now I do.
Yeah, it's goblins and dire wolves.
Well, I have such good luck with smaller wolves. Why not take on the bigger ones, right?
Oh yeah, and wargs. I mean, I guess we could since it's outlying farms. I guess.
Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't.
And it's what time? About noonish now or so?
Yeah.
Afternoonish.
So, oh yeah, here's what they also said. We won't get the full price that they listed on this because we're not full charter members yet. They said that it will be decreased 25 to 50% depending on, I guess, the people that posted the thing.
Oh.
So because we're not full charter members, we don't get like the full posted price.
Okay. And we need 1,000 for the charter, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, if we rent
And that's not even the hardest part.
If we rent a place, it's not super expensive per month, but I don't know if like these people would be willing to rent and then take, like a rent to own type option.
Right. Plus, if we're on the move a lot, we'd have to pay months and months in advance, which I would figure it'd be no different than just buying it outright.
We could possibly rent because we do have to complete a mission from that board. to get the full charter. So if we rent, we'll have the place of business that we need to get the charter in the first place, and then once we get enough money, we could buy it.
Right. I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to say here is like, we're going to have to do a lot of missions to get this stuff. It's not going to be just one mission and done.
Right. And then, I mean, because we're probably going to be here a little while just having to do the charter. That's pretty much how it's looking right now. But because we know Kevin is gonna give the okay for us. The 1,000 gold for the charter, I mean, we could actually probably come close to doing that now if we split it up 5 ways. It's going to be the place is going to be the biggest cost right now.
Well, if we split the 1,000 5 ways, I'm willing to cover the cost of a month or 2 of rent.
And that would only leave the completed mission left. Well, and the hardest part, the name of our group.
True.
That has been the elusive part.
I've kind of been thinking on that. How does the Barabahan sound?
The what?
Excuse you.
Barabahan? It's a portmanteau of an elven and giant word. It's a type of river bear. Yep.
How do you expect Rick
That was
to
really
say
close. That was really close.
I do like it better than the Louts.
We could just call ourselves the We'll Do Anythings.
How about the New Order?
Black-filled warriors.
About to be determined.
Black-filled.
Work in progress.
Whip.
I think that's fairly accurate.
As long as you guys don't choose WAP, I'm okay.
Yeah. I do kind of like whip.
Oh, God.
Because if we say whip, people will think like Indiana Jones whip.
Who?
He's an old legend.
Okay.
Back from where I grew up.
All right. Well, we could table that for a bit. Again.
Breath Lords.
Yeah, okay.
Does anybody else have any other business to attend to today?
Don't. I don't.
Not for today.
Rith can put off.
At some point, I want to check out Comet's Crystal, but I can wait. We're going to be here for plenty of time.
Yeah, we got a little bit of gold we need to earn.
Rith happy to kill goblins.
Well, we have half a day left. We could start an investigation for those missing people and then head out in the morning to the farms. So we have a full day.
Yeah, I like
on
that.
The goblins.
I'm down.
I like that.
Agreed. Rith will stand up and walk back upstairs.
Okay.
So, what are these missing? Do we have any information on these people?
We have names.
Their names, yeah. So it's Isabella Fowlin, Sophia Hiltrid, and Blanche Milthrone. Yeah.
I guess
you could always ask the guard, the Eastgate guard.
I
and
say we're
see
gonna
if
probably
they
need
have
to
a.
talk to their families.
That's
See what
that's what I
happened.
was
And
gonna say.
Or we could always ask the constable, because I'm pretty sure we got to tell him we're taking the job.
True.
That's true. Also, do we want to go ahead and pay our fee and rent the building first before we tell them we want to take the job? This way, this could count as our completed mission, and we could get the charter afterwards.
I may not be right about this, but I suspect we're going to get assigned something once we meet all the other prerequisites.
That's possible.
But we could attempt it, see if it works.
You know what? We can ask the constable and see if he knows how that works when we
Yep.
go down there to tell him.
Okay.
You guys
Alright,
want to head back to the?
Yeah, I'll get my stuff on and I come back down. Wherever they're going.
He looks all sad when he walks down the stairs.
So, Rith, we're gonna go ahead and wait till tomorrow. And
Don't do that to him.
I pull out my hammer.
All right. So you guys want to head back towards
The
The Seagate.
constable.
Constabulary.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way back towards the night's vigil, kind of, and there's the constable right across the street. You walk in, and Shelby looks up from her desk and sees, oh, and she kind of waves at Rowan and
well, hello.
Kerr as they come in. Assume this is the rest of your group.
Sure
Yes, we
is.
are.
Very good. Can I help you with one of the postings?
We
Lilith-
we actually have a.
Lilith, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I really need to ask you a question. It's kind of important. Could we step to the side for a bit?
Lilith?
Where are you talking to me?
Yeah, I think I broke her.
Yeah.
Were you talking to me, or were you talking to the lady here?
To Lilith.
To you, Lady Lilith.
Oh,
It's a very important question.
okay. What's your question?
Oh, let's step over here because I don't want the others to hear it. I'm sorry. It's kind of embarrassing, guys.
Well,
I need to.
We're kind of in a small space right now, so.
It's a big room. There's like a poster board right over
Well,
there.
you're a
We can
big
step
guy.
over there. Yeah, that's true.
Just standing in the middle with the fingers in his ears.
Okay, all right. What can I help you with, Kerr?
So I'll pull Lilith aside so Rowan can talk to Shelby.
Hi, Shelby.
Hello.
So,
Nice to see you.
we've decided that we'd like to try 2 missions.
Oh, okay. It's not unusual, but very well. What ones would you like to take on?
Did it have a name, the goblin one?
No, I mean they're just listed
Okay.
basically.
So-
I mean, you basically pull them off. You can pull them off the board if you want, or
Yeah,
so
that's
just kind of end up there.
yeah. We'll take the goblin one and then the one for the missing women.
Oh yes. That's such a sad thing. I actually knew Isabella.
Oh.
It's kind of a. She was a.
Yeah? She was a what?
Oh.
There we go. There we go.
Woo!
I saw my connection kind of like just stop for a moment. So
Okay, I thought it was my end. Like everything just
Nope.
froze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
I just got disconnected.
Yeah, it kicked me.
Yeah, it kicked me out too
Oh, from the
from the map
Oh.
tools, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's okay right now. It told me
Okay.
someone else is using my name. Someone stole it. Which one
Yep.
of you did it?
It was
yeah,
Lilith.
it still shows you in there. All right.
Rogue.
So she'll say, yeah, she's like, it's really sad what happened. I actually knew Isabella. Sweet girl. Really, can't imagine who would want to do anything terrible to her, but I mean, perhaps she just decided to leave for a bit. Uncharacteristic of her, but I hope you can find something out.
Were the three of them like friends?
I didn't really know Sophie or Blanche. Never really. I've heard of their families, but them specifically, I didn't know them. No.
And could you tell us possibly where their families are located, where we could try to get some more information about them?
Yeah, the Hiltred family is. Say, well, if when you leave here, if you go straight down the south road, their house is it's well about the fourth biggest estate on the right hand side. So you'll see them down there. The Mill Thrones are kind of on the main road, but on the west side of the main road, just as you come in the south gate. And then the Folan family was actually in the southeast section of the city. Isabella's father's kind of he's still, I don't know how to say it precisely, but he's an odd one for someone of the affluence that he has. It's just he prefers to stay where they've always been. So, but she'll say, yeah, if you go leave here, if you go left, you'll know. I mean, when you hit the southwest ward, yeah, they'll be along this same street here, just on the southern side.
Okay.
It should be a red house. Blue doors on the front. Stands out pretty well.
Sure. What was this thing you were wanting to tell me about?
Oh, okay, right. So like, I have some beyond my training, some innate abilities, and I have on occasion in the past used them to be less conspicuous.
Okay.
And I was wondering, since one of them I'm not limited by size when I do it, what would you think if I looked like a dwarf with purple hair?
That would be great.
Cool, thanks. Just turn around and like walk away.
So I'm gonna walk back over.
Okay.
Okay, Shelby. I do have one question before we get started. The people that are getting the charters, do you know about anything about the charters? Since they told us that they have to complete a mission from the constable board. Do you know if that's assigned to them or if they get to pick one?
Generally, the constable picks one for them that is
Okay.
Adequate to. It's kind of like a test run, a test mission to a certain extent, an evaluation. Really, it would be the better way to determine it. And yes, I mean he's the one who determines what it is.
Okay. That was my main question. I'm sure my companions can
Okay.
ask about the others.
Were there any specific farms that reported the goblin incidences?
She pulls up. She's, well, I mean, these are the reports that came in. So I mean, if that's the job you're wanting to take, I can provide these to you. They're the documentation that the guards who went out to investigate came back with. Statements from the farmers and whatnot. So it's about 5 different sheets of paper. So
okay, thank you.
So yeah, that should give you information, or at least where the farms are. I mean, some of the guards are a little bit more detailed than others, than with some of their reports. She kind of sighs as she says it. Some of them are just went here, did this. It doesn't really help me at all, but
whatever. I know how men are. They just don't care about the details, do they?
Well, I mean, that one there was filled out by one of the female officers.
Oh.
She's kind of, I don't know. But yeah, they just don't seem to care too much. But whatever. I do my job every day, and there's not much I can do about them. That's the constable's thing to worry about. So, but yes, no, anything that's in there should help out.
Well, thank you for the information.
Of course. I'll go ahead and jot these down. She'll say, I'll just need your names, or if you have a group name determined already, I can put that down, or I'll just need individuals.
It hasn't been determined yet. You could put us down as individuals for now.
Okay.
I am Lady Lilith.
Okay. She will jot it down in her ledger there. She'll look Kovac. Okay. She'll verify the spelling as she's going through each one with you guys. She'll look over towards Rith.
Rith.
Okay, very well. And to Kerr.
People call me Kerr.
Unfortunate.
Is it?
I mean, it's not necessarily a positive connotation to it, but
I'll pat him on the arm. You're okay.
Can't understand why. But very well. She'll look to you and she'll say, I'm sorry, I've never gotten your name yet.
My name is Rowan Nicholas.
Rowan Nicholas. Very wonderful. Okay. I've got you marked down for both of these postings, and I wish you luck. I really do. I hope that you find something out about those women at least.
I do have one more question about that.
Yes.
Do you know who turned in this mission? Like,
I believe the families.
Just as a group, okay.
Yeah. She'll say, well, can't really. I don't want to say too much more here. There are rumors about things. Say, I can. I could let you know after I get off.
That would sound great.
Absolutely.
It would be great. We would be just fine with doing that.
Great. She kind of looks at you. Great. Well, I'll. Where can I find you?
We're staying at the. What is it? The East Gate Inn?
Eastwatch Inn.
Eastwatch.
Oh, okay. Eastwatch Inn.
Okay. I can probably come out that way. Although, I mean, there are a couple of really excellent taverns on the southwest district, or southeast district, if you would like to try one of those. Food's rather good.
Sure.
Little bit shorter of. Sorry to say this, but a little bit shorter of a walk for me. I kind of live in the same area, so.
What time do you get off?
Well, I get off around 4:30 most of the time.
What time's it now?
You guys are probably at like. Yes, they got back around 1. Had your small chat come down here. 2:30. So not too far from where, as far as time wise goes.
Do you have a specific place you want to meet?
One second here. Let's see. Yeah. She'll give you the. Not that one. The Dough Inn. So she'll say it's down if you continue down that main street there, or the street that the constable's place is on. So right over here. If you come down the main street, it should be on the left hand side down over there, near the corner.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, that gives us a couple hours. Rowan, I would plan at least to be there at 4:30.
Yeah.
If the rest of us would, we could probably split up and talk to a couple of families at least in the meantime.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
All right. So she will jot down all the information there and record your guys' interest in the jobs. And with that, you guys will head back out into the day while 4 of you or 3 of you, with Rith going off to do, with Rith accompanying whoever Rith is going to accompany, going off to talk.
I'll probably follow Lady Lilith.
Okay.
She's the smallest.
Okay. So the other 3 of you are going to talk to one family each potentially, or are you splitting off into pairs?
I guess we'll have to talk about that.
Okay. All right. So
Not sure how we want to divide it up.
You guys head outside to divide up and conquer while Rowan prepares to get more information about some of the rumors.
Definitely gonna get more information.
Right. Some rumors and whatnot, the local gossip. So we'll go ahead and end it there since we're just a little past midnight. So, and we'll be back in 2 weeks, I believe. I don't think we have any conflicts there, do we?
Not here.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Should be good.
Cool.
Should be good.
Well, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Until then, this Wednesday, the episode will go up with that small little glitch in there, unless Kevin decides to edit that out. I mean, with his superior skills with the video editing.
Yeah, it's super hard what I do. I just upload the video straight up and just post it.
Right. It's very complex. It's hard. So you guys should appreciate it. Like videos, subscribe to the channels, comment, and just overall send us some good feelings about this. And we'll be back in 2 weeks to pick this back up. And until then, see you later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.